Alright, now I'm gonna tell you about the time I overdosed on LSD. I was 15 years old, and it was October 25th, 1996. It was a Friday. But scratch all that. Rewind a week before October 25th, 1996, I was putting my shoes on by the garage in my house when all of a sudden I felt a deja vu of myself swaying back and forth, and colors were coming out of the shoelaces, and I could hear the words Auguster, Auguster. The deja vu stood up, so I stood up with it, and it walked over to the couch. So I walked over to the couch with my tripping deja vu. I sat on the couch, then stood up, walked over to the ottoman, and sat on the ottoman, and boom! It was gone. And I thought to myself, that is the trippiest deja vu I've ever had in my life. A day or two goes by, and I go to sleep one night, and I dream that I'm struggling with Jesus Christ and the devil. They're wrestling me in my parents' kitchen, and I escape the grabs of Jesus Christ, and I run out of the side door of the house, and there are horses' heads on stakes on the lawn, and I run around to the driveway, and I think to myself, if I take off these glasses, I won't see this nightmare. And I take off my glasses and I smash them, and I wake up from the dream. I'm like, wow, that was a fucked up dream. October 25th, 1996. I purchased a hit of LSD that contained 13 equivalent hits of LSD on it because it was not separated by tinfoil. I remember when I took it, I tasted the chemical flavor of LSD, and I thought to myself, wow, I've never tasted acid before when I've done it. Now I'm leaving my school and I'm coming home and I'm trying to handle this trip that is going off of the brain crazy. I'm in the basement now, and the floor is swinging like a pirate ship ride at a carnival, and swaying back and forth as I smoke my cigarette, and I'm smiling to myself, and I see dancing Jerry bears. I go upstairs. My friend Pete Walsh is coming over, and he's gonna babysit me while I handle this trip. And I go to put my shoes on, and my mom says, hurry up, we're gonna go to Blockbuster. Auguster, 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 Auguster. And I'm deja vu with myself from a week ago. I can sense myself from a week ago present with myself tripping in the present. And I go to stand up and it stands up with me. And I go to the couch and I sit down and my deja vu sits down with me, and I stand up and my deja vu stands up with me from a week ago. And I sit on the ottoman and boom! I black out. Darkness now. There's lots of darkness now. Hours go by. My parents are freaking out. I'm completely fucking tripping. And they're struggling with me physically now on the kitchen floor, wrestling me glasses and throw them to the floor and smash them. I will no longer witness this nightmare. So I do so, and I black out. And that's the story of my LSD drug overdose.